I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation about Telha Foundation. My name is Hamza Khatak, and I am the president of the foundation. Telha Foundation is a healthcare organization that is a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization in the United States and a nonprofit under the Society Act of Pakistan. The foundation was founded by my father and by my uncle. One of the key things about the organization is that it thrives on the fact that we have no overhead costs whatsoever, and every dollar goes directly to the patient's care and medications. The goal of the organization is to improve healthcare accessibility and quality in Pakistan. We hope that we can do this by building a healthcare facility in the remote area of the KPK province. This right here is the KPK region. I want you to pay close attention to this map as I will be constantly referring to it throughout the presentation. Right here, this red pin that you see is where Telha Foundation main hospital is located. These red squares that you see are district headquarters within the KPK province. This blue circle was our initial target when starting the foundation of the geographical area that we wanted to help. There are certain accomplishments that I want to talk to you about what Telha Foundation has done. Medical camps, including leishmaniasis, COVID-19 supplies during this global pandemic that is going on, and one of the things that I'm most excited about is the fully functional dialysis center that we have up and running. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the various medical camps that we've held in the area. This right here is one of our medical camps that we had. Every single one of our medical camps looked similar to this. We had volunteer doctors who devoted their time in order to help the patients in the area. We also provided free medication to all of those who attended the camp. On the top left hand, you can see in this example of one of our camps, it's all the medication stored, ready to be able to given out to the prescribed patients. Bottom left hand, as you can see, there's a child right there with his prescription holding it up. The middle picture in the bottom right are a couple of our volunteer doctors who volunteered their time throughout every single one of our camps, and we're very thankful for that. On the top right hand, you can see one of our local mediums and the national news covering our medical camps. Every single one of our camps was recognized by the media. So since 2017, we've held 6 major camps and helped close to 5,000 people. This picture, as you can see, shows the geographical location of each one of our camps. There was a recent leishmaniasis outbreak in the area. Leishmaniasis is a deadly skin disorder which can be fatal. The bottom right-hand pictures that you can see, I apologize if they're a little too graphic, but they are some of the less graphic pictures that we have, show what leishmaniasis can really do to the skin. The top right-hand picture is of the Director General Health of KPK and the Deputy Commissioner of Karak. They came out and asked Telha Foundation personally to provide help during this leishmaniasis outbreak. Leishmaniasis is only treatable by a rare medication called glucantime. Luckily, Telha Foundation was able to obtain glucantime from France, and we held 3 major camps in the focal points of the outbreak, helping close to 20,000 people. The images that you see here are the geographical locations of each one of those leishmaniasis camps. In February of 2020, there was a gas leak that happened, causing a fire. Telha Foundation was quick to respond and held a mini camp in which we were able to help some of the victims. This is a before and after picture of one of the victims. Luckily, this is one of the less graphic ones, so we were very glad that we were able to do everything we can to help these people right away. In the middle, the picture that you see is the local newspaper highlighting our efforts. We delivered COVID-19 supplies to the headmistress of the girls' high school, including masks and sanitizers. We wanted to make sure that while the high school is still up and running, they are still abiding to the pandemic rules that are in place, similar to the ones in the United States. Now I want to talk to you guys about the most exciting part of this presentation, and that is the fully running dialysis center. This right here is the image of the dialysis center when the building first began in 2018. We're going to go through the entire evolution, and then I'm going to take you guys on a tour from the inside. This is the dialysis center in late 2019. We managed to finish a little bit more of the building, finished it from the inside, and we were able to put in some landscaping work as well. Here are some different angles of the actual center back in 2019. On the top left-hand side, you can see this 50-foot wall that is on the right side of the building, blocking any dunes from coming in and damaging the property. On the bottom left, we finished a little bit more of the landscaping, giving it a great green look and a fabulous aesthetic. And on the back of the facility is a staircase that leads up to where all the generators are and any sort of mechanical work that's needed for the building. As you can see, the driveway and the parking has not been finished yet. This right here is what the center looks like today. It's finished aesthetically on the outside. The only things that remain are the driveway and the parking, and you will get an aerial view of this later on in the presentation when I show you guys the videos, so stay tuned for that. I want to take you guys on a tour of the inside of what the dialysis center looks like. Every single one of our kitchens and our doctor's offices look like this. They have an incredible wood and marble finish to give the inside a great aesthetic look. On the bottom left hand, you can see that's one of our doctor's office with a similar finishing as the kitchen that you just saw. On the top left hand and on the right side, you can see the different angles of the reception from the inside and the out. The reception is where we have our EMR, which I will go through in just a little bit. This is our main dialysis hall. We have 10 operating machines in this hall, and at the end of the hall is our nurses station, which you can see on the right-hand side as well. Our nurses station is finished with a fabulous marble finishing, and it is fully equipped with everything that the nurse requires in order to be able to help the patients. Now I want to take you through the actual equipment that we have in the dialysis center. The center is fully running with 10 active machines at a time. We have a total of 14 machines, with 4 of them set aside just in case if there's a malfunctioning machine. We run 4-hour treatments for a total of 20 patients per day. There are 10 chairs active with each one of the machines, with a total of 14 chairs as backups. We have some basic medical supplies provided in each one of our rooms, and then we have 50 kVA generators running, making sure we have a backup supply to the WAPTA power. This right here is 2 reverse osmosis machines that were donated to us along with the dialysis machines, which I will go through in just a bit. And then one of the main things that I want to talk to you guys about is our emergency medical records and our remote monitoring. We were able to do this thanks to Microsoft providing us with 3,500 of free hosting. This data is available globally to all doctors who are helping with the foundation. This is the cost breakdown of everything the foundation has accomplished from 2017 until now. All of our health camps together costed about $25,000. The leishmaniasis project was about $32,000. Our healthcare clinic was about $36,000. 14 dialysis machines, 14 recliners, 2 reverse osmosis systems, and shipping for all of that was roughly $208,000. All of that was donated by Southeastern Dialysis Center. The image to the left is my uncle with the Southeastern Dialysis administrators at the time of the donation. None of this would be possible without them, so we are very, very thankful for everything they have done. Our land, building, utilities, installation, and testing of all equipment costed about $320,000. To this day, we've spent about $622,000 on everything we have accomplished. Now I want to show you guys some videos like I promised earlier in the presentation. The first video is going to be the aerial view of the actual center itself. Then the second video is going to be patients' experience of their visit of the actual center. Please keep in mind that we do have confirmation from each one of the patients to be able to be displayed in the video. In fact, instead of just having a confirmation, we had many of them openly volunteering and wanting to talk about their experience at Telha Foundation. I am a resident of Mianwali district and my brother suffers from kidney diseases. We used to get dialysis treatments in Peshawar Kidney Center. It was very far from us and a difficult journey. One day, on our way to Peshawar, we were handed a flyer with information about the Telha Foundation and its services. I used the information to come to Karak district and contacted the foundation. They were very helpful and agreed for me to bring my brother in for treatment. Today I am here and am very impressed by the helpful customer service of the organization. Particularly, I am very impressed by the fact that they provide free relief to the poor people in this area. I came here from Lucky Marwat. I have many complications, including high blood pressure, high sugar, and kidney problems. I was very worried how I was going to afford any treatment. I sold everything I had, including my home, to be able to afford any of it. I have been to many places for treatments, including Peshawar and Banu. None compared to the service that was provided by Telha Foundation. They have an incredible staff that take very good care of their patients. They even take down your phone number and call you later for a check-in. But most importantly to me, I was given this treatment at no cost. I highly recommend everyone to get involved with this organization either by receiving treatment or by donating to their cause. What complications do you have?
I feel suffocated and breathless. After performing my Dhuhr prayers today, I felt extreme heartburn and pain in my chest. I started vomiting, and a little while later, I felt very breathless.
What time is it in Pakistan right now?
It's 5 p.m.
Could you have ever imagined receiving dialysis treatment at 5 p.m. in a place like Karak?
When I made contact with you earlier in the afternoon, I felt so relieved. I am thankful to Allah for making your organization a local facility for us. Whoever has made this organization, we pray for them from the bottom of our hearts all the time, that Allah rewards them for their actions. I feel so much better, and my breathlessness has improved significantly now that I'm getting my dialysis treatment.
I am from Afghanistan, and this is my wife. She has had kidney issues for over 2 years now. We have no money or any financial help for her treatments. We heard about Telha Foundation and came to this place right away. We are receiving great treatment and are so thankful for it. Now I want to bring you back to this slide. This is our target geographical location as discussed before. This is what the foundation intended geographically when we first started. Now, as you heard from the video, there are people coming from various different locations, some even as far as Afghanistan. So that brings me to this. The blue is the target geographical location that you saw in the previous slide and before. The red is where people are actually coming from. So word of the foundation has spread, word of the dialysis center has spread, and people from very far away locations are coming down to it. So it is a lot more than what we intended to, but we are very thankful for that. That brings me to my next point, and that is our future goal and something I'm very excited to share about. So now that we've established our dialysis center, our future goal is to build a fully functioning hospital. After talking to health officials and surveying the area, Telha Foundation has found that the following centers are the most important: an OBGYN center, a nephrology center, a trauma center, and a cardiology center. There's absolutely nothing like this in the area, and we will be able to help 8 million people. The first step of this project is building a multi-story gray structure. And the cost for such a thing is as follows. 609 tons of steel is about $517,000. 65,000 bags of cement is about $262,000. And then a gravel, sand, and cement ratio, 1:4 cement, gravel, and sand, is about $580,000. So the total project for the gray structure is about $1.3 million. The images you see to the right over here, the little building at the front is the current dialysis center. Right behind it is what you see the future will look like, and that is the fully functioning hospital. I thank you all for taking the time to listen to this presentation and giving me the opportunity to speak about something I'm so passionate about. And I urge each and every one of you to please get involved as much as possible and visit our website, telhafoundation.org, to find out how. Thank you.